Depression is evil. It has no mercy. It sucks your life right out of you. Before you know it, you've become a zombie, lifeless. Instead of living life, you are surviving. Nothing brings you joy, and your favorite hobbies no longer satisfy you. Depression is a leech, holding on tightly onto your back. It whispers all sorts of lies to you, and eventually you start to believe those lies. You internalize brutal negativity. You think you aren't worth it anymore, that life is a drag, and that happiness is no longer attainable. You truly believe that it is better to end your life. As you watch your life slip into hell, you no longer feel like socializing, not even with your closest friends or family. Each day, you see text messages from loved ones asking to hang out, but you don't answer. Part of you wants to see them, and the other part punishes you by convincing you that it is better to stay alone. Handling depression in solitude is agonizing, and instead of reaching out, you become voiceless. Not even writing your emotions on paper alleviates your pain. So instead, you run into the kitchen trying to fill in the void with food. You devour everything in your fridge, and after doing so, it is not enough. Suddenly, you feel disgust after seeing all you have eaten. You become nauseous, vomiting everything. Weak, you drag your feet. It seems like a mile to get to your room. And as you look in the mirror, you can't recognize the person in front of you. Your hair is a frizzy mess. Your face is oily, full of acne due to poor hygiene. Your teeth are pigmented in yellow from not having the energy to brush it daily. Your eyebrows are bushy from not plucking it nicely. As you start to cry, you fall to the floor gasping for air, questioning if it's time to end your life. You see in your mind the smiles and laughter from your family and friends. You yearn for a hug from them and can't remember the last time you saw them. As you reach for your phone to call for help, depression becomes louder, trying to convince you that no one will care, that life isn't worth it. Yet, there's a part of you holding onto dear life. And as you try to get back up, you're full of anger, full of guilt, questioning how it even became this bad. And that's when you realize that you have nowhere to go but back up. Use that anger to fuel your recovery, because life is so worth it. Use your madness and build yourself from the ground up. Life is beautiful, and you can live a fulfilling life full of happiness despite of having depression. Take my word as someone who has battled with depression all of their life. I know darkness is a scary place to be in, but don't ever forget to look up at the stars, because it will light your way to your recovery. Many people ask me if I have fully recovered, and the truth is that I haven't overcome depression 100%. But I promise you that I feel happiness now, that I have a thirst for life. My determination beats my depression. I have lived life in agony for so long that I have promised myself to never go back there. So never ever look back. And if you do, only look back to see how far you have come. Surround yourself with loved ones that truly care about you. You don't need to fight depression alone. Look up at the stars and run. Run for dear life. Run towards your goals. Think of depression as a life lesson and not a life sentence.